Hello everyone, this is Slab and welcome to another guide video on eXode, the space colonization game powered by the Hive blockchain. This topic will be the Evacuation, the first piece of playable content from the game proper, and because it's gonna take us a while, let's dig straight in by logging in. For once, you don't need to actually concern with your collection, since we're in early alpha. You just click the game menu button and click on launch a new game. Now, I've already made a video on deck building and preparing for evacuation, and because this is still in testing, it doesn't reflect the evacuation experience. Let's gloss over some cards and just proceed further. Once you click launch, click OK, and the chain is going to broadcast your new game start, and obviously will load into the game proper. This is what probably the game will look like at its early web browser based stages, and as you can see, it's proudly displaying its lineage on the Hive chain. For the moment, the menu here is not fully functional, so we'll just click begin. The default scenario is the military starter. Try to enjoy the experience with 3 officers and 7 crew, and let's have a quick look and see how good our evacuation attempt will be. Once everything loads up, you're greeted to the 2325, that's the year that the game takes place in. Fictional universe, everyone hopes so. And while it's still loading, you've been selected a station to try to evacuate from. Now, if you do not do anything within the end of this timer right here, you will be automatically jumped into the game. While you wait, you can check station news, which gives you a little bit of detail about Goryatis, the station we'll be trying to evacuate from. Currently in early alpha there are 2 stations, and the word on the community, not founded by anything scientific, is that this one is the tougher one. You can see our cargo is, we have 3 military grade rifles and 3 military suits, which will be very handy. Ship registration gives us the stats on our military frigate, and most of these, I have to admit, do not really mean much to me at the moment, but it does have some turrets and torpedo launchers and missile racks, so we are assuming that this is gonna be worthy in battle. The most important part during evacuation prep stage is checking up on your crew manifesto. You will see your 3 officers and your 7 crew members. Their status at the moment on leave means that they will need to be summoned back. Ready means that once you start the game, they will be ready to go. Infirmary, I believe, means that they will have lower stats and would also need to be summoned back. You can also check their individual statistics. While at the moment we're focusing on signals and radar, which will become apparent in a few minutes, and also the where is it? Hardware. Can't find it. Anyway, without further ado, we've wasted 100 seconds already. Let's click dock, confirm, and head into the game. Now, the evacuation stage of the game is a risk-reward scenario where you need to balance the risk of actually blowing up or being blown up by the invading aliens versus trying to fix your hyperdrive engine, try to load up fuel, save passengers, etc. Now, quick tutorial is trying to just ease us into the game, showing us different actions. I will not really focus on this at the moment because the game is not paused. What we'll do is first assess the situation, get rid of the notifications, see we have these people with comms online, trigger those, and they're starting to come back. Immediately out of the gate, I'm going to equip my existing people in the cockpit with some weapons and move on to the ship interior from the bottom part. There is nobody here, so moving on to cargo. There is a person in cargo who's a radar specialist. Clicking on him, bringing up the evacuation orders menu, we will make him disregard this stealing citizen and we're gonna send him to upgrade the hyperdrive. This takes place into the ship interior. Last but not least, we have the station halls. The rest of the crew is here. We have some need to actually locate them with the find missing crew. Going to use this command to reunite everyone, jump back into the cockpit. Okay, it seems that everyone is now back, almost, and the rifles are ready to go. Now, in the current version of the game, you don't actually have any sort of limit on how much cargo you can get, but later on in the real thing, you will need to balance your maximum cargo versus the ship you have actually selected. I'm going to move our armed personnel to the hulls via the move order and to the cargo area to guard. And I'm going to get the last person left here and ask him to load up, no, to upgrade the hyperdrive. So you need to upgrade your hyperdrive and load up some fuel, and this is the bare minimum of things that you need to do in order to successfully evacuate. Since I already have people here ready to go, I'm going to try to escort a citizen, and as you can see from the timer, this is taking a lot of time, so this is another piece of the reward, risk versus reward mechanic. Escorting citizens is going to be very positive for you once you actually begin colonizing, and all of those will give you some perks. Just, you cannot select the same citizen more than once, as is expected, so the rest of the people here I am going to send out over to upgrade our hyperdrive. Now, the hyperdrive can be upgraded up to the total of 100% and is probably the most important thing that you need to do. So, while everyone is actually doing their things, you can see we have a lot of things happening, and if you hear, the tune of the background just changed. This means that the grace period is over and now the aliens are upon us. What this means for you? This means that you're now running against a dead timer. You need to load up your ship, load up your crew members, your passengers, whatever, the cargo, load up on fuel and upgrade your hyperdrive before you get blown up. You can keep an eye on the Starfleet from the cockpit section of the menu, Starfleet button. You will see interception chances. This means the chance of the fleet of the Federation intercepting any attack headed your way. And as you can see, you get status updates in the cockpit as well. Our first hyperdrive upgrade just finished at 75%, and while this guy's here, I will start loading up some fuel, because what good is an engine if you don't have any fuel in it? Our first soldier and our only soldier in the cargo hold has successfully dispatched the hostile, so he's idle at the moment. Let's start. Okay, that's my luck. Let's start loading cargo. In 30 seconds he'll finish loading up that cargo and start attacking this scavenger. A quick check on the hulls. Our soldiers have just arrived and are firing on the hostiles. One is already firing, one is just coming up, and we are escorting passengers. Okay, oh, we're just hit again. This is very bad. So, we have 33 integrity points left, we have no fuel, and we just took another hit. You can hear the sound cues, very good. I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen, this is not going to be a successful evacuation. RNG is very, very much against us. And this is going to be a scrapped video, because I would really love to show you more details. And a successful evacuation. Thank you very much. And Slab is signing out.